This is Neurostim, Stimulator for Transcranial Direct Current Stimulation, or tDCS. tDCS is a type of non-invasive neuromodulation used for treating depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, rehabilitation after stroke and traumatic brain injuries, and many other pathological conditions. Neurostim is a portable device powered by a rechargeable battery housed in a battery compartment. This makes it autonomous. There is no need to connect Neurostim to a power outlet or a PC. Two electrodes that connect to the device unit are used for stimulation. The red electrode is the anode, and the black electrode is the cathode. The connection of the electrodes is as follows. Connect electrode cables to Neurostim unit. Connect to them special conductive rubber electrodes, which in turn are placed in special sponge pockets. Note that just before the procedure, these pockets must be moistened and wrung out to be damp. The electrodes are placed in them, and cables are connected to the electrodes. Electrode placement schemes depend on what we are treating at the moment. Now I will demonstrate how the electrodes are positioned when treating depression. For the simplicity of fixation and convenience in positioning the electrodes, we recommend using these EEG caps. Caps fit snugly on the patient's head, preventing electrode displacement, and are already marked according to the 1020 system, ensuring quick and correct electrode placement. This is convenient because most schemes described in the literature are tied to the 1020 system. Main brain regions are associated with points in this system. To treat depression, we must place the red electrode, the anode, over the area of the left dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, which in the 1020 system is associated with point F3. Stimulation in this area will increase cortical excitability, which is required for treating depression. The second electrode, the cathode, is placed in an area where stimulation is not required, say FP2. After positioning the electrodes, we can turn on the device. To do this, press the corresponding button on the unit. If treatment protocols are already loaded into the device, as in our case, select the appropriate one and start the stimulation. Press the OK button. Open the stimulation protocol, where we can see the selected protocol parameters and stimulation time. To start the stimulation, press and hold the OK button. During the procedure, the device screen shows a countdown timer until the end of the procedure, the actual current value, and the electrode impedance value, which is continuously measured by Neurostim. In our case, we placed the electrodes on a mannequin and did not moisten them with water or saline solution, so the device shows infinite resistance, impedance, and warns us with a sound signal. In this case, further stimulation is not advisable, and if the specialist does not respond to this signal, does not adjust, or does not moisten the electrodes, and the impedance remains maximum, the device goes into standby mode, stimulation stops, and the screen displays the message, check the electrodes. You can then either adjust the position and moisture level of the electrode pockets, or end the stimulation. We will end the session. We have reviewed the classic electrode system. In addition, there is HD tDCS, high-definition tDCS. It uses smaller electrodes. This is how they look. Inside the electrode is a metal contact, and a pre-moistened sponge is placed inside it. This technique uses not 2 electrodes, but 5. One active electrode, the anode, is placed over the stimulated area, the region to be excited or inhibited. The other 4 electrodes, the cathodes, are placed around the active one to provide focus. Place the active electrode at position F3. Around it, place the 4 return electrodes, through which the current will return. Place them at points AF3, F5, F1, and FC3. Then put the cap with electrodes on our patient. Arrange the wires so they do not bother the patient. We see that the stimulating electrode, the anode, is placed over the stimulation area in this scheme, and the cathodes, the return electrodes, are placed around it. The maximum current density, and therefore the zone of maximum impact on the brain cortex, is located under the red electrode. A special splitter is used to combine the 4 electrodes, which in turn connects to the Neurostim unit. Further operation is no different from what was described earlier. Turn on the device by pressing the corresponding button on the unit. Select the stimulation protocol. Press the OK button. Open the stimulation protocol. To start stimulation, press and hold the OK button. The screen also shows the stimulation parameters. Next, I will show you how to work with the software on a PC. Let's create a program of stimulation to treat depression. So we're creating a new treatment. Edit the session settings. Set the intensity to 2 milliamperes, duration to 21 minutes, ramp time to 30 seconds. Click the OK. Enter the name of the protocol. The protocol is ready. To create a course, we multiply the created protocol. We have a course of 15 sessions ready. We also can make a pain treatment stimulation program. The protocol parameters can be found on tDCS.com. So we're creating a new treatment. Enter the name of the protocol. Edit the session settings. Set the intensity to 2 milliamperes. Duration to 21 minutes. Ramp time to 30 seconds. Click the OK. To export the protocols from the program, select the required sessions and click on Export. Specify the location where you want to save the selected protocols on your PC. To import the protocols into the program, click on the Import button. Select a location on the computer from where you will download the protocols. Select the required protocols and click Open. The protocols are imported.